Welcome again, guys, to another Qpython tutorial. Now, on today's video, we're going to be talking about the if statement also, but this time I'm going to be teaching you guys how to apply the if statement with inputs. Now, a lot of stuffs are related to if statement, but just know that it's about conditions. When the condition is met, a certain line of code runs, and if it's not met, it does not run. So let's make a simple input. Now, this input, let's store it with a variable as, let's say, password, and let's set this equal to input, and inside of this we're going to say, let's say, enter password, and we're making this guys just test, so basically it's nothing real, and just know that it's not a real password stuff or whatever. Now once you've done that and you've made your password as a variable and store this with the input, let's make another variable called pass main or main pass or whatever, and this is the main password. So basically I'm going to be making a simple code to test if the password is correct or not. So let's make the main pass and store this as let's say John, and that should be it. So the password is John, or let's just call this John 1 2 3 4. Now once you've done that, it simply means that your code is done for this part, and now we're going to make the conditions. Now let's say if the password is equals to the pass main, yeah, it should do this line of code. Now it's testing that if this password is equals to the pass main or the main pass or whatever. I should add my underscore. Yeah, if the password is equals to the pass main, then this line of code I'm about to write should run. So it should say print, let's say print, what should we do? Let's say you are good to go. Now since you've done that, all you need to do is just add your closing parenthesis. Now it should print out this if the password is correct, but if it's not correct, all we have to do is say password is not equals to pass main. Then it should do a certain line of code. I'm going to write underneath here, let's call this print, let's say try again friend, it is not correct, yeah, add an exclamation mark, and let's just close this parenthesis. Now let's save our code and run it and see how it does. If there's any errors, I'll fix it. Now it says enter password. Now remember we stored our password as John 1 2 3 4. Was it 1 2 3 4 5? I'm sorry to forget my password already. Yeah, 1 2 3 4 5. Now let's see. If I type in a password and say John 1 2 3 4, and I click enter, it says, oh yeah, sorry, the code runs. I should definitely add my other inputs and say, let's just say this as raw inputs. Yeah, so basically if it says enter password and I click John 1 2 3, just close again, I'm going to freak out. Yeah, it says try again friend, it's not correct, which means the password I typed the first time is not correct. Now so when I try to type in the password and I type John 1 2 3 4 5 this time, since the password is correct, it simply does John 1 2 3 4 5. Now it does, wait, what? My password incorrect. I think there's something wrong. I may have used, yeah, I used the capital letter instead. That's one thing about freaking password, you have to use the capital letter. Now you have to use the capital letter and say John 1 2 3 4 5, and I click enter. It says you are good to go. That is because the password matches with the user input I have placed there, and since both are the same, which means I can now go on and continue with my work. Since the password and the passmain are both the same, it says print you are good to go. So now this if statement checks if these two variables are the same, and if they're the same, it basically does this line of code. But if they're not the same, it tells you try again friend, it is not correct. So that's how to use user input with if statement, guys. If you like what you see here, please like the video, hit that like button, and please subscribe to this channel to get more of our future videos. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.